The chance that changed everything. On a warm September evening, the city felt softer than usual, as though the air itself had slowed down to admire the fading sunlight. Emma stepped out of the little bookshop where she worked on weekends, clutching a novel she'd been meaning to read for years. She loved this hour, the almost night as she called it, when the sky glowed lavender and the world felt like it was holding its breath. Across the street, Daniel was rushing toward the cafe on the corner, late for a meeting he didn't exactly want to attend. He was an editor, and although he was used to deadlines, he wasn't used to clients who wanted urgent revisions at 7 o'clock on a Saturday. Distracted and frustrated, he quickened his pace. They both reached the crosswalk at the same moment. The light changed. They walked. And then everything, or at least everything they knew, paused. Because one small thing happened. Emma dropped her book. It slipped from her hands, hit the pavement, and opened like a startled bird. Before she could reach it, someone knelt down, gently lifting the book by its worn spine. It was Daniel. He rose and handed it to her with a shy smile. "I think I've read this one," he said. "Doesn't the main character get lost in Paris trying to find—" She raised an eyebrow. "No spoilers." They both laughed, an easy, comfortable kind of laughter that felt strangely familiar. The crosswalk timer blinked down, forgotten. Emma hugged the book to her chest. "Thank you," she said. "I'm happy to help," he replied. Then he hesitated. I'm actually headed to a meeting I'm not super excited about. Any chance you'd like to delay my suffering with a cup of coffee? It's my treat, and a thank you for letting me rescue your book." She considered it. Normally, she wasn't the spontaneous type, but something about him, the warmth in his eyes, the slightly nervous way he asked, made her feel as if the moment had been waiting just for her. "Okay," she said softly. They walked to the cafe where Daniel canceled his meeting the second they sat down. Hours passed, unnoticed, as they talked about all the things people usually hide at first. Their dreams, their fears, the strange little details that make someone feel like a complete universe. When the cafe closed, they still weren't finished talking. They walked the whole way to Emma's train stop, their steps falling into the same rhythm. And when they said goodnight, it didn't feel like an ending. It felt like a beginning that had finally arrived. In the days that followed, coffee turned into dinner. Dinner turned into long walks. Long walks turned into mornings spent on each other's couches, wrapped in shard blankets and unspoken certainty. Years later, when people ask how they met, Emma always smiles and says, "I dropped a book, and he picked it up." But Daniel would add, "No, the universe placed it there." And maybe they were both right.